Yo, yo, yo. What's up, my good people in the YouTube world? You already know what it is. It's your boy B, and I'm right back up at you cats with another video. And today, we're going to speak about the fact that I did get that e-bike, man. I got it, but I got the worst luck ever. So we're going to talk about it, man. So check this out. In my last video, I told you guys that I was looking to do Uber Eats. And with that Uber Eats, I was like, the best way to probably do it was to get an e-bike. And I told you that I was looking at some of the statistics. And I told you that I actually saw an accident happen on an e-bike. And that kind of made me look at it in a weird way. So I was like, this could possibly happen to me. And then, another thought started coming into my head. And that thought is that, I know how to ride a fucking bike. And what's the difference between a bike and an e-bike? Nothing but the speed that they go. So, me, I'm the type of person who, I'm going to tell you guys this, man. I always had dreams about dying. And the dreams about me dying was always driving and falling off a cliff. This has been a persistent dream in my life since I was a kid. So, I've always had issues with driving. There was one time where I had strep throat. I used to get strep throat a lot as a kid, right? And it used to make my fever go crazy. And I got my tonsils taken out. But whenever I had a fever because of the strep throat, my mother would be driving, and I would think that she was driving so fast. She would tell me that she's only going 10 miles per hour. But in my mind, the fever used to make me hallucinate. And I used to think that my mother was just going fast. You add that on to the fact that I always dreamed about falling off a cliff, and that is how I was going to die in a car accident. So I don't necessarily like driving. I do it because I have to, but I don't like driving. And this led me to the decision of getting the e-bike. I'm thinking, okay, I could get an e-bike. I don't got to worry about driving. But I am at the same time seeing some of the same things happen with e-bike drivers that I see with regular drivers. But then again, I haven't had those hallucinations with e-bikes, and I haven't had those dreams with the e-bikes. So I felt as if e-bikes were a safer option. As I'm thinking about doing the Uber Eats along with the e-bikes, I see an accident happen. So that kind of made me start thinking. And then another thought started coming in my head. And I'm like, you know what? I'm 42 years old. There's been a lot of things in my life that I wanted to do, like skydiving, whole bunch of stuff that I've never wanted to do because I was scared, son, because I was scared. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to try to conquer this fear for this thing. And I did that, man. And I'm proud of myself for it. So I got off of work on Wednesday, I believe it was, and I went up to the spot at Go Wiz. Wiz, I believe that's the name of the bike shop. And they offer you different types of subscriptions. So you could get a subscription for like $167 a month, and you could get a bike like the one I have in the Pendale. You understand what I'm saying? You could get one like that. And it's about, like I said, $169 a month. You also want to get insurance on it. So ultimately, it's going to cost you probably about $200 a month to get this. And I rented it for about 3 months just to see how it was. And also, I figured, what, $200 a month is less than gas. So these are the thoughts that's running in my mind to get the e-bike. You feel me? So that day I was just like, Tuesday it was. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna conquer these fears and I'm gonna do it. So I went down there from my job, went to Manhattan. They hooked me up, man. They gave me the bike. And the shop is in Manhattan. So I had to drive from Manhattan all the way over to Brooklyn. And I did it, man. It only took me like an hour and 10 minutes. And that's around the same time that it would took me if I drove. But the fact of the matter is, it was everything I could possibly imagine. I felt a connection to the streets. I felt a connection to the neighborhood. I'm going to strap a GoPro onto me so you guys can see what happens in New York. Also, I want to play music while I'm doing this, just to give you guys a vibe, man, to see what I'm feeling while I'm riding through these things. And I was very, very, very proud of myself because it was a fear that I conquered, and it was a very enjoyable experience. Of course, there were some things that I had an impression of that wasn't true. There was some things, that caught me by surprise. So it's just all about experience, man. And I did that, and it was a great experience again. But I got the worst luck, brothers. I got the worst luck. I drove it for one day. Then the next day, I come outside, and the goddamn thing got a flat. Damn. I called out from work today because I had a doctor's appointment. So I was going to use this time to familiarize myself with my e-bike. So I come outside in the back, open the garage, and the goddamn thing got a flat tire. I called these people to ask them if they could come into the crib to fix it, and they was like, nah, you're going to have to come into the shop and bring it in. So on Saturday, I am going to go on the trains, drop it off at the spot, probably stay there because all it is just a tire that they got to change. They're going to change the tire, and then I'm driving off, man. And I am going to live stream it, man. I am going to live stream it. So if this is something that you're into, if you like my personality, if you rock with me, watch that video on Saturday. It's coming. It's definitely coming. And after that video, I'm going to give you guys some exclusive footage on some of the people who I was raised with, because we have a family barbecue popping off. And this barbecue is to represent the lives of two of my cousins who are actually going right now. The first person is Kyrie, my cousin Kyrie. I told you a little bit about him when I told you why I don't like guns. So I'm not going to go back into that. He also had a mother, Teresa, who was my godmother. Another very, 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 very cool person. You understand what I'm saying? So she passed away. She had cancer. This is what the family is getting together to represent on Saturday. On that Friday, tomorrow, we have a fish fry. I'm going to give you guys pictures, and I'm going to do some interviews over there so you guys can see exactly where I'm coming from and some of the people who influenced my life. You're dead. But if you like this type of thing, man, hit that subscribe button, comment on my story about the flat tire. Let me know if you have been doing Uber Eats and all these other types of delivery systems in New York. Let me know your experiences with it. But this the livest we about here. Yeah.